So sixth graders, today we are going to go over a quick reminder of order of operations. So when we have order of operations, we use our OOO tower, and what goes at the very top is our P, which is parentheses. Remember, that never changes. And when I say parentheses, it has to have something inside that parentheses. So it has to be like 3 plus 5. It has to have something inside the parentheses. After parentheses, we have exponents, and that again never changes. So an exponent would be something like 2 to the third power. And remember, we write that out. So that would be 2 3 times, and we would show that multiplication. All right, and then next would be the next row, and that is multiplication or division. Okay, I'm not going to write the letters because I don't have a problem to look at. It depends what the problem says first. And remember, we are going to draw our integer man on that step because if we have negatives, we need to use him. And then lastly, we are going to talk about subtracting and adding because those both go down here, because remember, what comes first in the problem is what we do first. First come, first serve. And if we have negatives on adding and subtracting, that would be our table. So just keep that in mind when you have more than one operation. So let's go down here and actually solve this problem. So a numeric expression is shown, and then it gives me this big old math problem down here. Which value is equivalent to the expression shown? So if I look at those answer choices, I actually need to solve. So I'm going to start by rewriting my problem so that I actually have room, because if I start solving here, I'm going to run into words, and that's not going to be good. So 6 squared minus 7, parentheses, 4 squared minus 10 minus 5. So therefore, I need an OOO tower. And then I'm going to fill it in. Do I have parentheses? Yes, I always put parentheses and exponents. So now, do I have any multiplication? So looking at my problem, let's go through here. Is this multiplication? No, that's an exponent. Is this multiplication? No. Is this multiplication? When a number is next to parentheses, actually, it is. So I am going to put a big old circle there, and I'm going to put M for multiply. And then this counts as parentheses, so that's already done, and this is subtraction. So I only have multiply. Okay, so just one M. And then let's go to add and subtract. So again, this is an exponent, which I already have. Okay, I do have a subtraction, so I need an S. Okay, and then again, I already did multiply. Now this right here, this subtraction does not count because it is inside the parentheses. So that already counts as parentheses. So the only other subtraction I have is this one. So I have 2 subtracts. Now I can go through my OOO tower and actually start solving. So do I have parentheses? Yes, I do. So I need to solve that parentheses. Inside the parentheses, I have exponents and subtracting. So I have to do the exponents first. I still have to follow the order. We cannot subtract and then do an exponent. So that exponent is 4 times 4, and 4 times 4 is 16. And then I have minus 10, and again, that is still in parentheses. We have only done the exponent inside. So now I can do that. What is 6 minus 10? It is 6. So now I'm done with parentheses, and I need to rewrite. Back here, I had minus 5. In the front of the parentheses, right here, we already know that's multiplying. So that's going to be times 7 minus 6 squared. Okay? So now I can go to my next step. I am on exponents. So I need to do my exponent here. That is not 6 times 2, it is 6 times 6, which is 36. And then I'm going to rewrite everything else. Okay, I'm done with my exponent. So what is my next step? It is multiplying. So we need to do the multiplication. What is 6 times 7? 42. Rewrite. All right, now we are on to our last 2 steps, which are subtraction. So now 36 minus 42. Can I do 36 minus 42? Nope, I cannot. So looking back up here at my OOO tower, I need to use my table. That's why it's nice to already have that. So if I make my table, my 36 is positive, my 42 is negative. So that means different sides subtract. So 42 minus 36, I'm gonna have to borrow. So that becomes 6. Who had more power? The negative. So my answer is not 6, it is negative 6. And then I still have minus 5. So final step, I have one more subtraction. So I'm using a negative again. So I need another table. I have a negative 6 and a negative 5. So on this one, same signs you add. 6 and 5 gives me 11. But again, who had more power? The negative still did. So my final answer is negative 11. And if I look at my answer choices, that is A. So big things to remember on this problem is in parentheses, you still have to follow your order of operations and don't forget to use your integer roles.